So I've pulled together some of the hardware here, and you can see that these pieces are the LED stopper pieces, which these holes here are going to be used to screw these tiny little screws, which you can see, I mean, they're very small, into the light cases on the back side. Now, it does show that there was a sticker that had to go in, and there's actually a headlight one and some other ones, but those are actually only to be used if you don't have the light unit. Now, with this one, it comes with the light unit, so I don't need those, but it does show putting this little black sticker on the side. Now, I've already done that, so you can see the black sticker goes there, but the others, we're going to be putting in those lights. Now, the one thing you'll see is that in 2, there's a notch out of them. So you can see with this one, there's a notch at the end, and then the number 1 doesn't have a notch in the end. So that's one thing just to be careful of, making sure that you put in the right one. But then we have the light unit, and this is everything that came in the bag for this light unit. And you can see this here, which is interesting. This is the actual light unit, which you can turn on and off. First time I've actually seen one of these, so this is really quite interesting. It's kind of cool, actually. TLU01 LED light unit. Very cool. So that comes in this bag, along with we've got some, I don't even know what they are yet, but there's some interesting clip pieces in there. And of course, then we have our lights, which I'm gonna have to figure out. Obviously, you can see this one here. It says use with the TLU01. And on this side it says red, and the TLU101 says only, so I guess it's only meant to be used with that light unit that I just showed you. So we've got these ones here, which are going to be the red rear lights, and then we have these ones here, which are going to be our headlights. So that's interesting, because they're showing you that it comes with them, but you'll notice that it shows little lights and the bigger light. So this may change things, because in fact it doesn't come with all of those. This is the 5mm, and you can see here in this it says what is it, not 5, which is this LED. And then these ones are 03. Well, it doesn't come with the 03s. It only comes with the 05s. So I'm actually only going to be putting in 2 of these. Now, the other interesting thing is you'll notice this piece. So obviously the battery, when we plug this in, we need to plug, this is also going to be attached. So there's an additional piece to the battery. So it's not going to directly plug into the ESC, because we're going to need to plug the battery into one of these first so that this will still work. I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Not seen that before either. So I'll just figure out which one's going to go where, and then we'll install those lights. So in discovering that we can only use one of the lights, the 5mm, I've gone ahead and installed the stickers that would have been lights if this unit came with them. So those are in there. So all we have to do is install the main light. So if we grab our front light, and I think, I'm not sure it's gonna matter which way is which. Yeah, it's not. So I think what we'll do is we'll install one of them. So what we need to do is, you can see that you use number 1 for this. So we want to grab the LED light stopper that doesn't have the little notch in it. And you can see that we're going to grab one of our lights, And this piece essentially is just going to slide over top of it. And you can see that the this sort of the bigger section that has that notch coming off the back has to face forward towards the light. And then we're going to grab our light and our bulb. We're going to put the bulb in there. And I see, I'm going to stick that into there. And then this is going to stick over top. And then we're going to screw it in using one of those little screws. So if we get this one right here, just want to make sure that that's in line. Yes. And they're a little tapping screw. Now, let's make sure that that's actually going to go through. There we go. And just make sure that that is holding the wire correctly. And I'm not going to do this too tight. They're pretty small screws. And almost there. There we go. Okay, so that is how it should look. That piece that's coming off one side is actually holding it firm on the inside so that the bulb is right there and it's nice and solid. So we'll do that with the other side. So same again with the other side. I've put the stickers on the inner light areas, and now we're going to stick this light into here, grab our number 1 LED stopper, and same again where we're going to put that there and grab our screw and make sure that's going in the hole, which it is, and we'll screw that in. Just make sure that's going in the right way. There we go. Kind of a cool design, really. Yeah, that works. Okay, so that one is in there now too. So now that the headlights are finished, because we don't actually have those other lights, step 33 is finished. So we can now move on to step 34 and attach the headlights.